What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiwan, and I am back with Heart and Hustle Houston, Season 2, Episode 2, Lines in the Sand. My apologies for being a couple days late. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have been extremely tired, out of my mind, and that kept me from working when I probably was supposed to do overtime, and it kept me from doing videos, and it is still keeping me from doing those things, and only because my iron is, I guess I'm depleted and I have to get the iron infusions. I have a consultation at the end of the month. I am low. My thyroids are extremely low, and I am low in vitamin D, and so I deal with the brain fog of it all, which is why when I'm doing these videos, sometimes I can't seem to remember. And I know that's not this, y'all not really asking for all of this, but just know that I'm working through this, and on top of that, still trying to lose weight. It's been a time. But I try not to let it affect me, but overall it really has, especially at work. I literally have to make myself get up and make these videos, because when I hit the pillow, I feel like I'm done for the day. Like, the only time I feel a burst of energy is when I'm driving. I do take liquid B12s, the over-the-counter ones, but I feel like that's not working. I've always taken iron pills, but they don't work for me. So I'm going to see, gonna do the next steps, but I am extremely exhausted. I mean, and this has been going on for quite some time, and I can literally feel it. Being 43, my body is literally telling me everything, and it's not shutting down or anything like that, but it is exhausted. And I can sleep well, get a full hours of sleep, but I'm still tired. So anyway, sorry y'all, I just wanted to say that. That's one of the things I've just been kind of holding back, because I get nervous and kind of sharing some of my stories. But yeah. So anyway, Heart and Hustle Houston, Season 2, Episode 2, Lines in the Sand. And I really been wanting to talk about this. So since Josh said that we don't understand what he's been through, he lets all of us know that Elena has cheated on him as well. And my opinion is, this some fake ass shit. Like Labrina, this some fake ass shit. This lady literally cried to you last season, because y'all know she was putting her stuff out there, but she was holding back. She was putting it out, she was holding back. Y'all know how Hokey Pokey song go. I put one foot in and then I take one foot out. That's what Elena was doing last season. And you sat there with your fake ass talking about, oh girl, you gonna make me cry. I would say something very degrading, but I'm not. So I'ma just leave it PG, and I hope that you really really can apologize to this lady for allowing this to happen. I'm not saying that Josh couldn't tell his story, but if him and Will are such good friends, I feel like him and Will could have went to a bar. Him and Will could have went eat. Like, they could have had the story, but you led the charge. It felt like you were willing to lead the charge, but your husband has allowed you to put his name on top of this, because he knows that the ladies won't approach him, or when it comes to us as the viewers, I guess it won't make you look bad, but you look bad, in my opinion. You are leading the charge on this. like asking questions and in your confessional, girl, this some fake ass shit. It don't look good. And then you continue to operate in some fake ass shit. Anyway, Josh said he cheated 16 years ago. He said that he didn't want to say that this was an affair, but then he said she was just talking to somebody last year. So which was it, Josh? Did she cheat on you? Did she literally cheat on you? Or did she have conversations with somebody? Because to me, it seems like, and we gonna call a thing a thing, you were mad because she walked away from your stealing ass, thieving ass. Okay? How you gonna steal from her? And how you gonna cheat? Because something tells me that 16 years ago wasn't your first go around in cheating with her. You can sit on TV and try to run this bullshit with us, but it is, child, we don't believe. I don't believe you. I can't speak for nobody else, but I don't believe you. It's, for me, it's extremely baffling, but whatever, Josh. So Labrina said she's not team anybody and Will extended a hand to check on Josh. But you led the charge, and I beg to differ on you not extending teams, because it looks like you are on Josh's side and you're willing to make room to make Elena look like a liar. Thus, therefore, making you a fake asshole in my book. Anyway, I'm going to be honest. If I was Elena, I wouldn't talk to you. I just like you have the smoke for Latoria, I would expect Elena to have the same thing for you. Because not only did you allow this to be on camera, you allowed it to be on camera so her family can see, so his family can see, and so their kids can see. Like, I don't know. So anyway, we get down to Elena, and she said that her business has been amazing. Her clients, when one of her clients come in, and I think it's the football player Adrian Peterson, his wife came in. I think her name was Ashley, and she came in to have her makeup done. Ashley lets her know that she is now fun, lighter, and she seems like she's enjoying life. Now, if you followed Elena on Instagram, you'll see from the time, like, once they finished filming, it was like all of a sudden she just popped out and showed them. And I wasn't mad at that. I was not mad at that. And it felt like all of the girls was just popping out and showing them. But I felt like I've gotten more of that from Elena and more of Ro. I didn't really get that from the rest of the girls, but I got that from those two. So Elena said she was having I'm just paraphrasing, y'all. Elena said she was having a hard time emotionally with the divorce, and now she's not carrying the weight of not being so perfect, because y'all know that was her whole thing last year, that, you know, she was always expected to be perfect and to show up a certain way. And so I'm assuming when her friend said that made her, you know, she seemed lighter, she seemed fun, I think carrying a weight of wanting to be perfect may have made her a bit rigid. And, you know, yeah, I'm going to just say that. So now she said, if nobody choose me, then I have to choose myself. So I'm glad she's learning those small lessons. So in the next scene, we get Labrina in Nara. This the fake ass shit I was talking about. This the fake ass shit that you keep displaying, and you're acting like you're such the friend. I ain't gonna hold you. I low key was side eyeing you last season, but I always wanted to give you a chance. I need to go back and check my review from last season, but I feel like it's some things I saw about you. I mean, I probably did my review about you, but this was some fake ass shit. So Labrina said how she tells, in her confessional, She said Josh dropped a lot on them, and she don't know what to think, but she's wondering if Munera knows any of this information. None of this is Munera's business, and if Elena wanted to tell Munera, she will tell her. But because you're a fake ass bitch, you're going to tell her and try to make it seem like you're so concerned, just like you did with Josh. You made it seem like you were so concerned. Meanwhile, the way you were trying to pitch it and sum it up, you were trying to bear all the responsibility and sit all that shit on Elena's lap. You wasn't in there with those people. You wasn't in a bed with those people. You wasn't in the house with those people. But let Will do the exact same thing Josh did to Elena. Let him, because let's be clear, Will has already cheated on you, and you said that last season. So, but you decided, because you seem like a bit of a pick-me, you took him back. I'm really trying not to give you all this smoke, but whatever. Again, this was messy, and I just feel like this was really in poor taste. You shouldn't have done this. So, you being gossipy and messy, you could have kept this to yourself. And I feel like you and your husband had a conversation also to scheme all of this up to get Josh to come to your house to talk about what was going on between him and Elena, and can't nobody tell me nothing different. I really believe that. And Will allowed you to place it on his doorstep by saying, oh, him and Will, they've been getting to know each other. And I'm just like, girl, you must think we have boo boo the fool written across our foreheads or something, because whatever, Labrina. So Labrina shares all of this tea with Munera. Munera feels like Josh may not have anybody to go to, and they're all in the same friend group. So Josh has the right to share this with has the right to share what he feels in the friend group. And you, because you seem you're looking, I'm not going to say is, but you're looking, if I can pull from Atlanta, like a bit of a lapdog to Labrina, or a yes ma'am to Labrina. For you to co-sign that shit, that was some bullshit. Because if Norman did that to you, if Norman went and sat with any one of these ladies, if Will went and sat with any one of these ladies, y'all will be pissed off. And if any one of these ladies went and sat and talked to the next lady to be like, oh, I wonder if such and such knew what happened, y'all will be pissed off. So y'all can miss me with all of that. Munera, don't start with all that old following shit, because I'm already side-eyeing you too for following behind Labrina. And I do feel like, this is what I feel. I feel like after this therapy session, I do for Labrina to call what you call it, Two-Face. I feel like what's her name? What is that girl name? Latoria may have had a conversation with you, or she had a conversation with somebody. Somebody told you, and you went and told Labrina about how she felt. Or I just feel like, that's just how I feel. I feel like you're in the midst of this too, which was why you was called out in that therapy session a little bit. But I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you slide, and we can move it right along. Also, let me say this other thing. as it relates to y'all co-signing Josh's behavior and how he talked about Elena and what she did and how he made himself the victim. Not only would y'all be mad if Norman and Will did that, but y'all would be extremely pissed off if it was on camera as well. I'm just saying. I'm so sure of it. I'm so sure of it. Anyway, they was talking about how this thing could get ugly with Josh and Elena. And I hope that it doesn't get ugly. But if it does, let's be clear. Labrina, you was the one that lit the match. So you opened the door for Josh to come in and tell his side. He don't need to be on here. He doesn't need to be on here. He needs to be over there trying to recoup this lady's money. However he did, the way he stole it, he need to go work and recoup. He ain't got time to be talking to y'all and telling business. He need to go create a business. Ugh. Anyway, this annoyed me to no end. Next scene, we get Ro and Latoria. So the ladies meet up at the park, and Ro talks about how she had her lipo and how, it made her feel. And I like how it looks on her. I like, because it looked like the scene that we seen her in at the park, it looked like she's lost a whole lot of weight since then. And I'm not mad at it because she do look really, really good. And Latoria starts to share how, before her dad died, she was always, doing yoga. I think she said yoga or Pilates. And then after her dad died, she just lost her way with balancing out everything. And a day turned into a week turned into a month turned into 6 months. And, from then she just stopped going. So then she was like, you know what? Let me, check what Ro got going on, because I see what my friend got going on. So she wanted to kind of piggyback off of Ro and, feel like I can gather some inspiration from there. And she didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. So anyway, the ladies have a conversation about Chloe and how Chloe isn't showing up as happy. Ro feels like Jordan, and again, I agree, feels like Jordan needs to absolutely go. And I feel like Jordan is dusty. I feel like Jordan is for a good time, not a long time. I feel like Chloe is keeping Jordan around for a long time because she's still grieving. That's probably why. That's the main reason why she's always talking to Jordan's mom, which they talked about at the end of the scene, because of her grief. I don't know if Chloe. I know Ro was in therapy, and I know Latoria was in therapy, but I'm not sure if Chloe was seeking out grief therapy or any type of therapy. But I really feel like now is the time for her to. Now is the time for her to get therapy, because even in this scene you can tell that she's accepting these negative behaviors of Jordan that's probably beneath her, that she probably would never accept from any man. I know she doesn't want to be by herself, but I feel like Jordan ain't it. And there is something missing behind her eyes. Like something is out, but I think it's the grief. It's the grief. And I think she feels like she can't go on without Jordan, but I think she can do a whole lot better with Jordan out the picture, with Jordan out of her life. But that's just my opinion. I don't know these people. I'm just looking. I'm just on the outside looking in. So Latoria tells Ro that Jordan wanted to propose to Chloe. And Ro was like, girl, propose to what? Like, girl. Anyway, Jordan just trying to find someone to, sir, go live with your mama or go live with that hoe who you gave your password to. Like, get out of our face with this. This is foolishness. Anyway, LaToya talk about how Labrina called her friend Precious. Ro feels like that they all can get over this whole situation, but you know, they have to want to fix it. I think in this episode, this is the one thing I did see in this episode, and again, I could be wrong, and I don't want to put responsibility on one person. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard crunching, and I was like, what is that? That's somebody eating. That's one of the people eating in the room. Ro, for me this season, feels like the glue. I feel like I feel like she's the glue this season, and I feel like she'll somehow gather the girls, whether you want to hear it or not. She's going to keep it a buck, whether you want to hear it or not. Whether it's in a group setting or maybe in a individual setting. And I think she's going to be the one to give all the compassion. But I feel like, for some reason, I feel like she's the glue this season. I don't know why. It's just something about her that I honestly can't put my finger. I feel like I've been picking on her this season. But I just feel like she is the glue. Like, I don't know, girl. You got it on you this season. I don't know. So we get to the Defining Your Hustle event. And so all the ladies start to arrive. All the ladies, you know, get amongst each other. And this is an awkward meetup because, keep in mind, all of the ladies haven't been around. They haven't been together since their therapy session with Homegirl. And so Munera speaks, and she's like, hey, how y'all doing? This is gonna be great. You know, I guess I can go first, and I can grab the mic, and I'll, you know, do all of the things. And so they were like, bet. You know, they wasn't tripping. It was like that. But you could tell Labrina already came with this energy and this chip on her shoulders. And I just don't understand. I get it, because I don't want to be in a space where I feel like somebody's calling me, you know, making me the villain. And so I guess she feel like I'm going to act like the villain. But if everybody didn't do that to you, then I feel like you need to have the conversation to the person who said it, or the person you're having a true issue with. So that's all I'm saying, which really lets me know that LaToya said something to one of the ladies. One of the ladies went back and told Labrina what was said outside of that therapy session. And I bet Labrina had a conversation with Munera, but I really think she had a conversation with Munera. I do. And I think Munera went back and told Labrina. And so Labrina feels like LaToya is two-faced. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's just a little guesstimation. All right. So anyway, where am I in my notes, y'all? Where am I in my notes? I'm trying to see. So the event turned out really, really well. All the ladies were able to speak to the ladies for their y'all know my New Orleans don't always do what it needs entrepreneur. entrepreneurial, okay, event. Sorry. So Labrina said in her confessional that she was made a target, and as much as Labrina cleans it up, I feel like as much as she cleaned up the whole, the people not being on her level, I still kind of feel like you kind of meant what you said. But I feel like, that's probably why you called. She said she called all the ladies to straighten it out. But I'm going to give her that. If she said that, again, like last week, if she said she meant her piece, then you know what? Who am I to argue that? Who am I to argue that? So anyway, Labrina said how she had multiple conversations with the ladies, but this was said in another confessional in another episode. And, she talked to all the ladies to straighten everything out. So Labrina have a conversation with Chloe. She tells Chloe that Latoria is two-faced. She's loud enough so Chloe can hear, but she's low enough. She's loud enough so Latoria can hear everything, but low enough. She's loud enough so Latoria can hear some things, but low enough so she couldn't hear everything. So Latoria said all she heard was two-faced and this and that. So Latoria got her thing. She was like, I'm not gonna allow anybody to assassinate my character. Labrina feels like with Latoria, she says she is two-faced, and moving forward it's just business. And I just feel like this is, again, as I stated earlier, this is what Elena should be doing to you. She should. Anyway, Latoria leaves. She gets up, get her things turned into production, and she left because she felt the way. Again, I really need them to break this down because I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, we get to Chloe and Jordan. Chloe called Jordan because he's sick, I guess. She said he plays a big part of her life. It's because you replaced him with grief therapy. And instead of getting the grief therapy, Jordan became your therapy. Jordan became your everything. And that's not okay. And that's why you need to get rid of him. And Jordan's mom became your replacement mom. Instead of filling those voids and getting the help that you need. I'm no therapist. I only want to listen. Okay, your girl only took classes. That's it. I'm sorry. But she said Jordan played a big part in her life, and she don't know how to move on without him. And I just feel like that is nothing but sex. If you remove the sex, you really have nothing in common with Jordan. Even looking at him having a conversation, he's emotionally immature. He doesn't know how to regulate his emotions. He's stupid. He's brokey. He's not even, I guess what I'm saying in a nutshell is he's not on this lady's level. She says she unblocked him. Chloe, yep. In the next scene, Ro, Chloe, and Latoria, they have Taco Tuesday over at Ro's house. Her house was beautiful. The ladies talk about issues between, Latoria and Labrina. Ro, her face was looking aggravated and confused at the same time. But Ro also feels like, they're a sister group, they are a family, and she wonders why is all this going on this far. She thinks Labrina needs to take accountability, and they don't need to give it any more energy anymore. They don't need to give it any more energy. And when I say they, I think we mean Latoria. Like, you gotta stop giving all of this energy. Like, is it, you cannot, okay, yes, she may have called your friend precious. She may have. I can't tell you how to respond to that. But sitting around pouting and being mad about it is not going to help the situation. Just like her saying she's better. If you feel that way, that's a you problem. Like, you can't. I feel like you're holding on to these things that Labrina is saying, when in fact the things that Labrina is saying shouldn't even matter to you. If you're going through your healing process, if you're showing up a better version of you, then it's nothing a bitch and a hoe and a mammy can say about me that can make me feel away. And I'm just saying what I know. I done been through some bullshit. So, I'm just saying. Just want to put that out there. Latoria, if you ever watching my videos and y'all know my delusions get the best of me, girl. Anyway, Jordan and Chloe. Jordan doesn't want Chloe telling his mama any of their business, and I understand that. Chloe, you need to drop this chicken dinner and go get you a winner, or just be by yourself. I need you to be by yourself. I need you to be by yourself. Be by your. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. And I need you to really, truly heal. You are not healing. You are fucking this nigga. I need you to heal. Okay? Anyway, as I stated a moment ago, he is not in control of his emotions. The fact that you don't have anyone that the fact that you keep saying you don't have anybody, when he told you not to talk to his mom and he had an issue with that. You do have people. You have friends. I believe you have friends. You may not have a lot, but you have people around you. You don't always have to have, you know, I don't know what type of male presence you have, but you don't have to have a actual male presence that you're for you to, feel like something is complete. I just don't like that you feeling like you don't have anybody is a way for you to accept Jordan's negative trash ass behavior against you. His cheatations, okay, and all of the things. You don't have to accept that because you don't have anybody. Let him go. Let him go. Okay? It's going to be okay. You are okay. You have been through worse. I'm sure, like, you have been through worse. And I guess I'm just at a different, I have a different mindset. And, I do know when some women get older, they don't want to be by themselves. They want somebody that, they want to be with somebody. But you can be with somebody, but you need to be in alignment yourself before you can be in order to recognize that the other person needs to be in alignment as well. Like, both of y'all need to be in alignment. What you got is a mess. Because listen, this fly is driving me crazy. I got the swat 3000. Okay, this was $1. So yeah, I just feel like I just want her to do better and not feel like because you don't have a Jordan in your life that somehow your life is in shambles. It's not. You are, like, this lady is amazing, and I just want her to even match her amazing. I just want her to get the emotional help that she really needs, and to be able to get the you know, the grief therapy. You know, like I just feel like she will be okay if she really truly let this man go. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm done rambling. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I will do my best to get y'all some videos tomorrow. The ones that I'm missing today, I will get them tomorrow. I know to Zatima, I will get that tomorrow. I will have what is it? The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I will put that up right after this video. So yeah. Anyway, with all of that being said, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, before I see y'all in the next video, baby, join myself, my cousin, your cousin, everybody's cousin. Y'all know Healing Out Loud will be back on this Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about our whole phases. It ain't what you think, but it is what you think. But just come around there so y'all can see what it is. Okay? Yeah. So join us. Listen, my cousin, the way she got this, I was like, okay. And speaking of that, y'all see that candle right there. Go over to her Instagram. What is it, Lord? I'm sorry. High Vibes Candle Fragrance Company, and DM her for a candle. Okay? Yeah. Let's support black owned businesses. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Oh, shout out to y'all for getting me. Listen, not only did y'all get a girl up to 900, y'all done got me to 911. Okay? Baby, we are on the road to 1K. Okay? Listen, I have never thought that I would make it this far. Okay? And all I was doing was coming on here because I had nobody to talk to about these doggone TV shows. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about it. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Anyway, because I'm doing way too much. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.